Welcome to Bourbon and Bond with the Boys. I'm Nick.
I'm Dave.
We made it. It's the first annual Christmas Extravaganza.
Extravaganza might be exaggerating, but we're going with it.
I don't think it is. I think
It's
we've
an extravaganza.
gone all out.
We have some things tonight that will be ranging from mildly entertaining to embarrassingly funny. That's our hope.
Yeah.
This is our Christmas extravaganza, and I'm at very good Italian restaurant here, Bottega Michelangelo, just trying to have a nice quiet dinner with my wife. And, the fans are usually very polite, but more than one couple came over to us and said, what we'd really love is to see Bourbon and Bond with the Boys do a Christmas special. And so we finally just had to say, okay,
it's
we'll
a
do
personal service. We do this for you. We embarrass and degrade ourselves and punish ourselves.
Sometimes there's punishment.
Hours, days, months of work for you. Personal service.
To bring you Bourbon and Bond and Christmas.
We said in a previous video that we're going to have some guest appearances. So we do have some guests here with us tonight. Those guests are going to be making us some cocktails.
Oh, yeah.
We're very excited. So what we figured we would do, we have a few different segments that we're going to do for this special. We're going to keep it pretty short, just so you know, okay? Just having a little bit of fun. But we have several mixed drinks that are Christmas themed.
And, more importantly, bourbon-based.
Yes. I think we should just get this show on the road.
We're going to dive in with our first Christmas cocktail, the White Christmas Bourbon Smash.
It's interesting that you bring up being approached by fans and, different requests and things like that. And I really enjoy it. I was in Home Depot the other day and somebody came up to me and said, aren't you...
This is going to come in super handy tonight.
You ever hear something so stupid it gives you Forrest Whitaker eye?
All right, I hear footsteps. Here
boy.
we go. The White Christmas Smash. This is glorious.
Wow.
Thank you. Butch, the bodacious bartender doing brilliant things with biochemistry. Thank you, Butch.
Thank you, Butch.
This is the White Christmas Bourbon Smash. Bourbon, mint, rosemary, and lime. You can see it's garnished.
Looks fantastic.
It does really look good.
Holy crap.
Let's give this a shot. Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas.
Oh, that's fizzy.
Ooh.
It's a little bit fizzy. Oh, and it's got an ice cube in there.
Ooh.
And actual cranberries for garnish and a sprig of rosemary. Really good. It's light. It's the perfect starter. This particular cocktail is featuring one of our previous Bond bourbons, Never Say Die, that featured prominently in our very first, our introductory episode.
We're trying to figure out, okay, which one do we want to mix? What do we want to make this one with? And we thought we haven't seen Never Say Die in so long. We wanted to bring them back and give them their time in the spotlight.
Right.
Plus, Never Say Die, English bourbon.
It's an English bourbon.
We have a White Christmas Smash.
White Christmas.
The English are about as white as it gets.
They're very white.
And so the whitest bourbon for the whitest drink.
Boom.
There we go. Oh, that's delicious.
Okay. We're going to take a quick break, and we're going to come back with our first event.
All right. Before we get into this, I need to get a little bit more lubed up.
Okay. We are in the Christmas spirit. So we're going to start with our first event of the evening. What says Christmas? There are certain events that you do with the family, and I think that reading a Christmas story with the family is just one of those things. So we are going to read you a Christmas story that is entitled, "'Twas the Night Before Blofeld."
And this is an original composition.
Kinda.
This is straight from his brain.
But slightly plagiarized in places.
Okay.
"'Twas the night before Christmas, and all through the lair one creature was stirring, and he had no hair. His booby traps laid by the fire with care, in hopes that James Bond soon would be there. His minions were nestled all snug in their beds, while visions of torture danced in their heads.
Meanwhile, Moneypenny in her kerchief and M in his cap, had just settled in for a long winter's nap. When out in the city there arose such a clatter, M sprang from his bed to see what was the matter. Away to the window he limped like a slug, tore open the shutters and tripped on the rug. He wondered what ruckus could thwart all this mess, and hoped that a hero would soon bring redress.
When what to his bloodshot eyes did appear but an Aston DB with flames in the rear. With a debonair driver from across the pond, he knew in a moment it must be James Bond. His strange cast of characters, swiftly they came, and in spite of some broccoli, he called them by name. Now M, now Q, now Felix, now Penny, on Tibbet, on Goodnight, on VJ, on Honey.
And then in a twinkling they heard on the wire that Bond is not merely a killer for hire. A true 00, his skills are unmatched, and villains still quake at the plans he has hatched. Attired in tuxedo, he is dressed to the nines, his beverages match from his booze to his wines. His watches are deadly, good use in the fray, and be nice in his car or he'll launch you away.
So off to the lair of the Blofeld he goes, intent on preventing disaster from foes. He overcomes henchmen and booby traps too, and dodges the daggers attached to the shoe. And finally, our hero with uplifted chin stands facing the man with his shit-eating grin. But Bond is a match with his license to kill for any bald jerk-off with that evil will.
A wink of his eye and a smirk of a smile, and Blofeld will vanish this world for a while. But I heard him exclaim as his options would lessen, "We can do a deal! I'll buy you a delicatessen!"
'Twas the night before Blofeld.
That's fun.
All right,
I mean,
Christmas.
Christmas,
Christmas
right?
is in full swing.
Christmas.
Christmas.
Cheers.
Yes. Oh. All right, Blofeld.
Yeah.
Who's the best Blofeld? I know it's tough. I like Charles Gray, but then he, escaping in drag at the end, that...
I like Charles Gray a lot. The drag thing is, I think, what put him behind for me.
Yeah.
If it's not him, then it's got to be Christoph
Waltz. Waltz is pretty good. I know some people didn't like that he was, he was a little more civilized. But I liked Christoph Waltz.
And, we talk about the movies in the time, right?
Yeah.
Within the time period that they're made. And, boy, Christoph's Blofeld is with the times. They adapted that character to be current and just vicious and twisted and just pure evil.
Twisted's really the thing. We're going to get to talk about some of the strange twists and why Blofeld appears and doesn't appear, and we'll get into some of that in later episodes. But I got to tell you what the biggest surprise for me was Donald Pleasance, because he's always the name you associate with. I think he's the model for Dr. Evil.
Yeah.
But he's really, I don't think he's my favorite Blofeld. He's really not.
He's not mine either. If you asked me who Blofeld is, I picture Donald Pleasance.
That's
I picture
the image in your
him,
head.
Bald, glasses. Does he have glasses?
He has a monocle, doesn't he? Or he has little round...
now I can't remember. But I do. I picture him as Blofeld.
I do too.
And I think because of, the homages that have been made to Blofeld over the years.
It's him.
They all go off of the original. Yeah.
All right, let me give you 2 words.
Okay.
Telly Savalas.
Yeah.
He's such a cool dude.
He's a really good Blofeld. I just think he's overlooked automatically because that movie sucks so much ass.
Not a very nice Christmas sentiment.
It's not. You're right. It sucks Grinch toes is what it does.
That's much better. Cheesy Grinch toes.
Do you eat these things?
I would not try that. I encourage you to eat jellied cranberry sauce out of the can. If you've got one of those weird aunts that likes to make their own homemade cranberry sauce, fabulous. Cranberries need to spend quality time with their soulmate, which is sugar. Because cranberries are not, they're kind of like some people I know. They're bitter. You want a lot of its soulmate. So these are beautiful, and I believe that the bartender Butch has just slipped these in as very beautiful garnish. I mean, listen, the presentation here. Not only was this a fine cocktail.
Yeah.
But he gets extra points for the presentation.
Absolutely.
It's gorgeous.
It's great.
I also want to say, I have a feeling that the white Christmas bourbon smash is one of those drinks where, it's so light and refreshing and tasty, and I don't feel any alcohol at all.
This is going to kick you
Once you're in the middle of the third one, you're regretting everything you've ever done in your life.
Yeah.
Is probably the way this works.
This is going down very easily.
So as we're wrapping up this first cocktail, we want to introduce our next segment in the Christmas Extravaganza. There is no way to do a Bond Christmas Extravaganza without prominently featuring Christmas Jones.
When you think of James Bond and Christmas, what do you think of?
I got to admit, I generally don't. But when I do, Christmas Jones.
There was one way to make this work, and there she is. That's the one way.
So we are going to introduce a segment that we like to call Foods I'd Eat with Christmas Jones. And we will be back with a new cocktail before we begin this segment right after this break. All right, we are back, and here comes bodacious bartender Butch with our second cocktail of the night. It is fabulous. What is this, Butch?
Christmas Kentucky Buck.
The Christmas Kentucky Buck. It even sounds like Christmas. Hey, Butch, would you close that door? Thank you, bud.
Thanks, Butch.
The Christmas Kentucky Buck. So this is bourbon, and I believe we went Four Roses.
I think we did.
I think we went Four Roses.
Ooh, it might have been...
No,
was it
we
Bullet?
went Four Roses
Okay.
for the Kentucky Buck.
Okay.
Bourbon, lemon ginger syrup, cranberry juice, club soda. There's pomegranate seeds garnishing the beverage.
Look at this, Grinch.
We're going to try it. We would like to toast a Merry Christmas to Denise Richards wherever you are. Merry Christmas. That's very different from the first one.
That is sweet.
It's sweet. But that also feels like one that's going to sneak up on you later and slap the crap out of you.
Ooh. Give it a little...
Get a little stir, get a little mix up.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Still sweet.
Oh, yeah.
It's, I mean, miles away from the first one. The first one was herbal.
Yeah,
with
that
that
little
rosemary
tart,
and that
little
mint.
sparkling little...
Yeah.
Yeah.
This one doesn't have the sparkly action, and it's sugary up front.
It's good.
Bourbon kind of trailing in there, kind
Yeah.
of lingers.
It's good.
It is good.
Well garnished.
Yes.
Presentation's awesome. All right.
excellent.
This now, our Christmas Kentucky Buck is a cocktail that's going to take us into our second segment, our second Christmas segment. And as we said, you cannot do a Bond Christmas without acknowledging one Christmas Jones, played by Denise Richards.
Yeah, she has to be acknowledged. I mean, there's really no way to tie James Bond to Christmas without bringing her in.
This is low-hanging fruit, so low it's scraping on the ground. That's
Yeah.
how low this fruit is.
Yeah, sure is.
So we are going to embark on a segment we call Foods I'd Eat with Christmas Jones.
I was thinking that these were going to have a different theme to them. Number one.
All right, let's get into this.
Yep.
First, I have to tell you a joke. What kind of character did Denise Richards play in her Bond movie?
She was a nuclear physicist.
She was a nuclear physicist. So here's our joke. What is a nuclear physicist's favorite thing to eat for lunch?
I don't know what.
Fish and chips. Like fission chips. So, the first food we would eat with Christmas Jones is fish and chips. Of course. We have fish and chips to have with our Christmas Kentucky Buck.
Thank goodness, because I was running on empty there, and I have a feeling this one's gonna
Gonna push us over the edge.
do a thing. Yeah.
So we would like to first say a nice shout out to a Native Grill and Wings, from which we acquired the fission chips. Well, that's not terrible. That could be way worse.
yeah,
Do you want to try some with the little tartar?
yeah,
The little tartar? They went a little stingy on the fries.
yeah.
It's not terrible. These are not the fish and chips where you go, oh my God, that was the best fish and chips I've ever had. It's not that.
You know what? Interesting. You should say that.
Uh-huh.
When I see Christmas Jones on screen, I don't think to myself, "Wow, it's the best Bond girl I've ever seen."
It's true. That's not.
Native fish and chips. Denise
Not the
Richards as
best.
a Bond girl.
Okay. It's got its upsides. It's got its downsides.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep. Christmas Jones, you might think to yourself, who in their right mind would ever cast Denise Richards to play a nuclear physicist? And why would that nuclear physicist have a stripper's name? But that is actually a question we're going to answer in a little bit. Right now, we're just going to enjoy our fish and chips.
We're really doing this for ourselves.
So we don't get so hammered.
This
we
is
can't-
not the personal service side of this episode.
This is
This is all for us.
All right, should we move on to our second food?
Probably.
So I want to say, I would like to apologize up front because we are going to deal harshly with a couple of folks
Yeah.
in this segment.
Yeah.
But I believe it's a couple of folks who have earned the harshness
One of them for sure did.
For sure. So I don't feel too bad.
No.
So I want to start with a story. In the movie Tomorrow Never Dies, Christmas Jones, Denise Richards, while starring as Christmas Jones, achieved a Bond first. She is the first Bond actor ever to win a Golden Raspberry. She was nominated for a Razzie in the category of Worst Supporting Actress, and she won 1997 Worst Supporting Actress. So in honor of Christmas Jones, the second food we'd eat with Christmas Jones is raspberries. We have raspberries. Denise Richards, we salute you.
This is literally low-hanging fruit.
This is low-hanging fruit. This is so low. This fruit is low-hanging. We would like to offer up bonus trivia because, listen, we've said it before. This is a personal service. We're doing this for you. So, bonus trivia. Her feat was not only equaled, but surpassed in 2002 by none other than Madonna, who won the same award for Die Another Day, Worst Supporting Actress, while at the same time, she also won the Worst Actress Razzie for a movie called Swept Away, in which she actually tied Britney Spears. That's really kind of all you have to say.
Yeah.
If you have done an acting performance so bad that you are considered equal with Britney Spears, that kind of covers it all.
Yeah.
It really does. Keep in mind that in that same year, Madonna also won the award for the worst screen couple with Adriana Giannini, giving her a three-peat in the same year, a
Holy.
triple Razzie year.
Wow.
Madonna, I cannot tell you that we love you.
No.
We respect your humanity as a human being. However, it's important that we reveal that you have 12 total nominations for Razzie and have won 8 times. I want you to think about this very deeply. You've had more wins than Lindsay Lohan and Pauly Shore combined. Ouch. That's painful. So let's run down her list. Worst actress in 1986 for Shanghai Surprise. No surprise there.
No.
Worst actress in 1987 for Who's That Girl? Who is that girl?
No idea.
Worst actress in 1993 for Body of Evidence. Her body was not evidence enough. Worst supporting actress in 1995 for 4 Rooms, and I wish there were less than 4 rooms. Worst actress Razzie in 2007 for The Next Best Thing. Anything would be the next best thing. The bar was set so low. And then the trifecta in 2002, The Sweep. So we will be talking about Madonna in an upcoming episode.
I don't want to be talking about her too much more because you may respect her existence. I don't. She's garbage. She's a trash person. She's a trash person. She's obviously a trash actress.
Pop music icon?
There you go.
Pop music icon.
Pop music icon. I'll drink to that.
So when we say, Madonna, stay in your lane, it's not an insult. You're very good pop
music
icon.
Yeah.
But apparently not the best actress.
Or person. So stay in your lane.
Stay in your lane.
That's it.
Bonus trivia.
Let's
Denise Richards was not the first Bond actor to be nominated for a Razzie. She's the first winner. The first nomination was Tanya Roberts, who accomplished that feat
Yeah.
in 1985.
Yeah.
And her turn is Stacey Sutton.
What did we give her? What did we rate her?
We rated her low.
I think so, right?
I think it was like 242 or 243.
it was pretty tough. Yeah, it was hard watching her
It was
in
bad. It was
any
difficult.
of the scenes she was in.
It was very difficult.
Yep.
Moving on, the third food that we would eat with Christmas Jones. We want to round out this delightful trek down nostalgia lane by talking about wieners. And the reason we want to talk about wieners is because we need to answer that question we raised earlier. What kind of moron would actually put her in this role? And that moron is Eon Productions. So Eon Productions realized that they had a hard time reaching a certain demographic in America. 20-year-old males were not going to Bond movies, and they thought Denise Richards would stimulate their wieners enough to get them to the damn movie. In honor of that fine achievement, we present the third food we would eat with Christmas Jones, wieners. Normally, I wouldn't eat wieners. However, in this context, I think it's okay.
I think it's all right. I think we just have a couple of wieners for ourselves.
You want to pass a wiener over here? Yeah. Okay, I'm going to just take this wiener
Get that wiener.
right off of there.
Put that wiener in your mouth.
That's a fine wiener.
The girth on it. This is where I thought this was all going to go. Wieners.
Wieners.
Popsicles.
Uh-huh.
Corn on the cob.
Corn on the cob.
Yeah.
Peaches. Yeah, we're nothing if not professional. We thought we're going to talk about foods we'd eat with Christmas Jones. What other Bond girls have winter or Christmas themed names? And so Real quick, foods I'd eat with Holly Goodhead.
Okay.
I could only come up with one. The only one I could come up with is Tang, because space.
Yeah, I have another one.
You have another one?
Miranda Frost. Solid Bond girl.
What foods would you eat with Miranda Frost? Besides Miranda Frost.
Miranda Frost.
Snow cones.
Snow cones.
We'd eat snow cones with Miranda Frost. And Tang with Holly Goodhead. Not surprising. Not a lot of Christmas or winter themed names. Even in For Your Eyes Only. A lot of winter in For Your Eyes Only.
Oh, yeah, with BB.
BB.
Yeah, I forgot
A lot of
about
missed
that.
opportunities there, I think.
I'm glad we didn't drive down the road of those opportunities.
Yeah, he was already too old. To recap, foods we'd eat with Christmas Jones. Fish and chips, raspberries, and wieners.
Big old wieners. Denise Richards has one reason to be in movies.
I think she's got two.
She can't act, the poor thing. But she attracts people.
And
to
while
go
we're
see these
bashing her
things.
about her acting,
Yeah.
the fact is she's hired because she's hot.
I don't even know that she's. Well, I guess she is hot. She's hot. I don't think she's very pretty. She's got a weird face. She's got tilapia lips.
All
So-
the parts are in the right place.
Yep.
This is feeling less and less like a Christmas show.
We're having a segment about Christmas.
We really are. It's about Christmas Jones. It's a penguin party hop. You know, you didn't say anything about my sweater.
You didn't say anything about my sweater.
You have a fine sweater.
Thank you. So do you.
Do you know how hard it is to get Bond Christmas sweaters?
It must be very difficult because
hard.
this isn't real material. I think this is paper. I went to find the tag for laundry and care instructions. There's
They're
no
like,
tag.
wear this once, throw it out.
There's no tag.
Nope, just throw
No,
that sucker
those
out.
little. Oh,
It is true that both of these sweaters were shipped from an East Asian country.
you just paid a sweatshop to make us James Bond Christmas sweaters.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm probably not going to sleep well tonight. No.
Well,
No. All right. So, as we wrap up our foods we do with Christmas Jones, we are preparing for our third cocktail and our third Christmas segment coming up right after this break. I hear
already
footsteps.
here. It's already here.
I hear the footsteps
Glad
coming.
tidings are on their way.
Uh-oh. Oh.
Look at this.
Oh, my.
Oh,
here we
bodacious
go.
bartender
Here we
Butch.
go.
This would be your toasted apple bourbon smash.
Toasted apple bourbon smash. Butch, you're a wizard.
You are outdoing yourself
You're a
on these,
wizard.
Butch.
Toasted bourbon, orange, maple, caramel, apple cider, cinnamon, and rosemary. Oh, my Lord in heaven.
Go!
For this particular cocktail, we cracked open a future bourbon, Basil Hayden Toast, one of my all-time favorites. Let us sample this glorious goodness. Oh my, that's like a caramel apple
That's dangerous.
dumped in a big pot of bourbon.
Ooh, that's dangerous.
Holy crap, that's tasty.
This is good.
So we planned to save our third segment for our third segment because we thought we'd need to be good and lubricated before singing the 12 Days of Bond Christmas, which is what's upcoming.
Yeah.
We might have over lubricated with this bad boy.
Doubt it. No,
That's
such thing.
fantastic.
No such thing. There's no car keys in this room.
That's fantastic. All right. The 12 Days of Bond Christmas. No Christmas special worth its salt would try to finish without writing its own version of the 12 Days of Bond Christmas. So we're going to try to get through this for you without embarrassing ourselves or our ancestors.
Oh, no. They're already embarrassed.
It's too late?
Look at us.
It's too late.
Are you kidding me?
We're in Chinese Bond sweaters. Oh my God. You ready?
Give me a second, would you?
Are you stalling?
God bless it. Oh, man, that's good.
It's really good, isn't it?
Yeah.
All right, so without further ado, we would like to bring you, for the first time anywhere, the 12 Days of Bond Christmas.
This thing's getting me hammered.
Hit it. On the first day of Christmas, my Bond girl gave to me a martini shaken, not stirred. Okay, let's lube up. All right. Second day of Christmas, my bond girl gave to me 2 PPKs and a martini shaken, not stirred.
Yep.
Unless there are no PPKs. Thanks, Eon.
On
The third day of Christmas, my bond girl gave to me 3 French maids, 2 PPKs, and a martini shaken, not stirred. On the fourth day of Christmas, my bond girl gave to me 4 parachutes, 3 French maids, 2 PPKs, and a martini shaken, not stirred.
You always have that one guy that gets out and you have to
How
follow
many
after
times
him.
does he have to jump out of an airplane without a parachute before he
don't know.
brings his own freaking parachute?
I don't know.
Q gave him every other thing except for like the Tony Stark parachute that folds out of a watch.
Yeah, that's a good Bond girl Christmas present.
Right? I
Yep.
think so. Lube. Ready. On the 5th day of Christmas, my bond girl gave to me 5 golden guns, 4 parachutes, 3 French maids, 2 PPKs, and a martini shaken, not stirred.
All right, through one page.
Are we ready?
I think we're ready.
Okay, here we go.
Okay.
Stay with us.
On the
12th day of Christmas, my bond girl gave to me 12 snipers sniping, 11 laser watches, 10 evil henchmen, 9 belly dancers, 8 maids in Bond's room, 7 ruffled dickies, 6 Aston Martins, 5 golden guns, 4 parachutes, 3 French maids, 2 PPKs, and a martini shaken, not stirred. To recap, we had the white Christmas bourbon smash, which was refreshing. Yeah, crispy.
Yeah.
And then we had the Christmas Kentucky Buck, which was sweet and tasty. And then the toasted apple cinnamon smash.
delicious.
Smashed
Delicious.
it. It smashed it.
I didn't see the cinnamon stick
Oh.
until I was just about done with this,
This
but
one
it's
is
in
so
there.
good. If you
Oh, boy.
are having a party and your wife's boss is coming over to the party and you're like, I have to make a good impression.
Make
but-
this and put on Bourbon and Bond Christmas special.
and get a strap on.
what?
A sidearm. Because when he drinks this and sees your weapon, he's gonna know.
Yeah, this is good stuff.
All right, so we have saved something special for the end. Butch, we're thirsty.
But you old stud.
Here he comes.
Oh,
we
here
have
we go.
saved something special for the end. This is a little drink we like to call the Bad Santa.
Yeah, it is.
Bring it on.
And you, the bad Santa.
Oh my gosh. Oh, we get a little. I get a. Oh my. Oh my.
That's out of the movie.
Oh, that's service. That is service with a smile.
Thank you.
Enjoy.
Oh, what do we have here? The Bad Santa is bourbon, coffee, liqueur, cola, and one rebellious cherry. It knows what it's done.
To our first annual Christmas extravaganza.
It was an extravaganza.
This is fun. This
Felt
is
like an
fun.
extravaganza.
It was a good time. We're idiots. We know it, but we're having a good time with it. And Merry
Honestly,
Christmas.
If you didn't have a good time, you should have drank more.
What are you even doing? Yeah.
Wow, that's powerful. We saved Bullet bourbon for the Bad Santa. This is slightly more pissed off. So, white Christmas bourbon smash is the drink you have at the start of your Christmas Eve touring of bars. And optimism and bright and happy and everything is in front of you and everything's good. This one is pissed off because your girl dumped you in the middle of the party and you're on your own and you're only about 90 minutes from vomiting in the alley. And this one is the one that says, Christmas, I salute you. You win.
You know, I think of this complete opposite.
Wow.
This is nice.
You like it? Mm-hmm. I mean, I like it. It's a little angrier, though.
Well, if you're talking about bourbon and Bond with the boys, this, you
Might
got
take
your
your life.
bourbon right up front.
Oh,
right?
that's up front.
With all of the others, the bourbon is this nice, pleasant little hint. This one's bourbon.
You can taste the coffee. You can taste the soda. You can taste the cherry.
This one.
Close the night off.
For a bourbon drinker, I want to know when I've had too many glasses. This one will tell me.
This one will tell you.
The other ones don't tell you.
Let's be clear. The second one, the Christmas Kentucky Buck, hurt my vagina. The first one was happy. The third one was just
That was real tasty.
glorious. It's the one you love, but don't tell your friends you loved it. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, it was good.
Yeah.
But I don't want anybody to know that. So we have several Christmas characters hidden around the Bourbon and Bond with the Boys set. And there's 60 bonus points that have no value for anybody who can spot all of and correctly identify all of our characters, Easter eggish, around the room. A couple of hard ones, I think. Christmas Jones. Woohoo! Let me say this. 50% of the problem was the people who hired her and put her in that role and wrote the script.
Sure.
It's only half her fault.
Well, and we said when we were doing both watches, right, that Denise Richards in a Bond film is one thing. Denise Richards in Starship Troopers is something completely different. Completely different. And I don't think that movie is what it is without Denise Richards.
It's really not.
I think you have the prettiest people that you could possibly have in a total bullshit movie. And it's awesome.
It works.
That movie slaps.
well.
That is absolute
It
fire.
works so well.
I love that movie so much. So her being cast in that role and
was
not being a serious. I mean, I guess she's a serious character in that, but it's not a serious movie.
Nothing about that movie is
Right.
serious.
We passed the point where Bond was not taking itself seriously. We had gotten in a good place. And then we have Christmas Jones.
I believe that in retrospect, had we been in charge of we could have produced a higher quality product across the board. But that's in retrospect, right? You know, sitting there with a blank slate, would we have made stupider mistakes? Less stupid mistakes? Equally stupid mistakes? Kind of hard to tell.
I think we would have done better than
Better.
Denise Richards.
Better.
Yeah.
Anyway,
All right.
she's perfect for this show. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas.
Yeah, Merry Christmas. That's all we have.
We have one more request. To all of our loyal fan base out there, those who stop us in restaurants and grocery stores, we appreciate you. But right now we could use your help. We need everybody here to drive to the studio to help us disassemble the set because I'm too drunk to do it right now.
We're going to save it till tomorrow.
It's just staying up.
It's staying up.
And we would like to say to each one of you, in all seriousness, we hope your Christmas is meaningful.
Yeah.
It might be meager. It might be over the top. It might be with lots of people. It might be with just a few people. Just make it meaningful and celebrate it because Christmas is awesome.
I will echo that and say this is most likely our last episode of the calendar year. So this has been a really fun few months.
It's been a fun few months.
We want to thank all of you for watching, sending us your comments, sending us your criticisms, and letting us just flex our rightness all over you.
He really loves that.
It's what gives us joy. And if Christmas is about anything, it's about joy. Until we meet, next year?
We'll see you next year.
Thank you so much for everything. We really appreciate it. Like we said, like, subscribe, comment, whatever you want to do. Engage with us. It's fine. Come talk to us in Home Depot or Bodega.
Yeah, feel free to stop us.
Michelangelo.
It's fine. We're used
It's
to it now.
okay. We put our pants on one leg at a time like
We're used to
anybody
it by
else.
now.
Thank you so much, everybody. We love you, and Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Cheers.
Cheers.